Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And today here we are to discuss about the sound blocks, that is the third category in PictoBlox block coding. Okay, so without any further ado, let's start the video. So in our earlier videos we have discussed about motion blocks and looks blocks. So if you have any questions related to any particular blocks, please refer to those videos and get them cleared. Okay, so let's start about the sound blocks. So first thing about the sound blocks, first of all we have to look at the sounds library over here. So what kind of features do we have, what kind of functions we have, and what kind of controls we have actually on these particular sounds. Okay, so first thing, this is the default sound that we have about the for the teddy bear itself, I mean the bear. So if you play this, the grunt, yeah, so that's how it sounds like. Now after this we have this faster, it becomes faster, and then it becomes slower, louder, softer, and this is mute. So no matter what you do with the mute, it doesn't matter because it will be on the mute. So we can actually change that by using the by just going back a few steps where we muted it. Now fade in, so the sound fades inwards and then fades outwards for fade out. Then okay, let's go back. Reverse is nothing but the audio will be reversed. And then robot, so this will be the robotic version of the same sound. So whatever we have, that particular sound will be converted into more and more robotic version. Okay, so we got back our original ground sound. Now let's look into some of the, oh, here we can rename the sound name. We can put it whatever name we want. Toby's grunt. So that would be the name of this particular sound. And then copy. This is for one particular sound, and if you paste it, the same sound will be pasted again over here. Paste it again, it will become price, then four times. Okay. Now copy to new will be create a new file and creates new audio just as this one. So Toby's Grand 2, if you see, that is also the same. Okay, now if you want, like, let's paste one more here. So here we got all the 8 because we pasted everything over here because we copied the previous one which was 4. Okay, we got 8 over here, and if you paste it again it will become 16 now because whatever the recent one we copied, that will be updated. Okay, so if you see, like, there are 16 grunts over here, and as I said, we can always remove them and increase them. Okay, yeah, so this is about the grunt, and let's get the original grunt. And here's in the last classes, like, we discussed about the backdrop library and the sprite library. In the same way we have this sound library as well. So here also we have a lot of other categories of sounds, like animal sounds, some effects, some of the looping sounds, notes that are specific to some of the instruments, musical instruments. Percussion, this is also specific to the instruments. Space related sounds, sports related sounds, voices, and wacky. Like these are some of the funny sounds. Okay, so yeah, let's go to animals and let's get our grunt back. And let's also add some of the other sounds. Let's go for space, or else let's look into the wacky. So if you place your cursor on this arrow, that particular sound will be played. So before playing these sounds, you can actually preview them, and then if you like it, then you can add it to the list from this library. Okay, so let's use this one. Hey, go to the blocks. Let's do some of the experiments over here with the sound blocks. Okay, simple thing for the first one. Play head shake until done. So let me zoom it a bit. Okay. So this sound, particular sound will be played until the entire thing is done. Now the second one, so it only starts the sound, and if there are any instructions after this, that will be continued. So let me show you how this exactly works. So start sound and play grunt until done. So I'll put these two together and you'll just listen to the music which will be combined together. So this will start, the head shake will start, and grunt will be followed, like it will be executed right after the head shake, which means both of them will be overlapped over here. So did you observe, like both of them together ran because we only started the head shake simultaneously, like right after that, not simultaneously. We also started grunt, and both of them are working together now. Got it? So that is the difference between these two. And play sound from URL. So if you want any sound from any web browser, you can get that particular link over here and play it in the loop, or else just one time in whatever speed you like it. So let me give you a simple thing over here. Okay, so I got a link from the browser, and make sure the browser links are safe, virus free. Okay, so let me paste the link. Yeah, so that's how it works, and in the loop, it will be just playing on forever. Okay, stop all sounds will stop all the sounds if they are happening. Let's say, for example, I started head shake sound. Okay, let me put it. Okay, let's do the loop thing itself now. So in the URL, if I put it in the loop, so it'll just keep on going. Even if we start or do something about it, like it won't stop. So stop all sounds. We'll just stop it right there. So whatever, how many ever sound blocks are there, and they're playing right now, the stop so all sounds block will stop it. Okay, now change pitch effect. So pitch is just like the frequency of the sound. So if the pitch is more, then the frequency would also be more. Okay, so let's say for example this one head shake. Let me make it change by 100. Okay, first let's put it at 0 itself so that you'll know the original sound. Yeah. Now if I increase the pitch, so see that was a high frequency sound. Now let's make it, this was 0 because from 0 it went to 100, and minus 100 means it come back to 0. So if I click on it again, it will go to actual negative 100. So see, that's the difference. First we started at 0, then we made it at 100, then we came back to 0, and then we made it back to negative 100. So if you click on this again, it will go to negative 200, the pitch value. Pitch will go to negative 200. Okay, so if I put it 100 back again, since right now the pitch value is negative 100, so it goes back to 0, which is its original pitch. Okay, so pitch is nothing but, like as I said, it would be the frequency of the sound. Now if you drop down this, you have one more pan left or right. So what this thing does is, like, this experience has to be done by yourself. So like if you have the headset or the bluetooth that you have connected, you'll be having two speakers on the left or right earphones or ears, right? So left or right will make it like it will start from left, and then if you click on it again, it will go to the right speaker. So only one particular speaker will be active. So so right now I activated it and I heard the sound only on my left speaker. Okay, now change it to negative 100. Okay, so I'm getting it only at the right. So yeah, this one, it has to be done by yourselves and experience it. So if you want the any particular sound to come only on a specific speaker, you can use this particular block. Okay, and make sure like 100 is left, negative 100 is right, and then 0 is the middle one. So if I put it at 0, which means it will stay on the speaker where it is exactly. Make it 100, and it went to both speakers, and then it went to left speaker. Now if I make it negative 100, it comes back to two speakers. I mean, it activates two speakers, and then it activates only right speaker. Okay, now I heard the voice on sound on both speakers. And I heard it only on the right one. So remember, the left to right change only happens while keeping the middle one, like both of them in as a middle one, as a middle phase. So it shifts from left and both, then right. Okay, so that's how the activation of speakers will be executed. Now set pitch, this is again that was changing to a specific value, sorry, changing by a specific value. This is setting the pitch value to a specific value, which means here you can change it. Like if you place it 10, then whatever the value, right now it is at 0, so once you click it, it becomes 10, it becomes 10. Then if you click on it again, it becomes 20. So whatever the value, that will be changed by that particular number what you mentioned over here. This one, how no matter how many times you click it, it will be set to this particular constant value, whatever the value that you have mentioned. Okay, same thing about the pan left or right as well. So if you make it 100, then let me also. So right now, only my left speaker was active. And then if I make it negative 100, only my right speaker is active. Now if I keep it at 0, both of them are active now. Okay, so remember, change will be happening from back or forth based on the value that you have given. Set value will go to that particular value instantaneously, and it will be constant no matter how many times you activate the block, the value will be the same. Now clear all sound effects. So if you have sound effects like changing the pitch or left right values wherever in the code, and you don't need it somewhere, you can just include this clear sound effects, and every effect that you have mentioned in the entire code will be gone, and they will be set to the default values. Okay, that is about the sound effects. And then change volume by, this is easy. Like if you change it negative 10, then it will be gradually reducing. to that, however the value that you have mentioned. If it is at 0, it goes to negative 10, negative 20, negative 30. If it is at 0 and you mention the positive values, then it goes to 10, 20, 30, based on how many times you click it, how many times you activate it. Okay, and then again, this is completely based on the value where it is at. Right now, if the volume is at 100, the value, if you make it 10, then it'll become 110, 120, 130. And if it is negative 10, then it will go to 90, 80, 70. So based on whatever the value it is there currently, from that it will change by that particular amount. And then set volume, this is actually in percentage, so it will be only from 0 to 100. So no matter, like right now I'm typing 400, 4000, but still if you click on it, okay, so yeah, I can't set these values to negative, shows that, but like we are setting the volume, so it won't be negatives, I mean it will be ineffective. Okay, so yeah, this is to set the volume to a specific value, and since it is percentage, it will be from 0 to 100 effective. So even if I keep like 4000 or 7000 or any value that is, okay, I can even put alphabet, but that doesn't give you any kind of change. Okay, so even if you put any big number, it'll still take it as 100 if it is greater than 100. And if it is less than 0, which is negative numbers, it will still consider that as 0. Okay, now if that's clear, then this is this volume block. So you can check it so that you can see the value on the stage itself. So let me show you this practically. Let's say, for example, I kept it to some higher value. See, the total value will still be 100, no matter how much big number you give. And I'll put some negative big number, still it will be 0. Since it is percentage, it can't go beyond 0 or 100. It will be ranging from 0 to 100. But it will still show you these values. And if you put any words, I'm just typing these values randomly. See, the value won't even change. So these values are insignificant regarding this particular block. Okay, so these are all the blocks that we have regarding the sound blocks and all the features, everything. So whatever the features, functions, and the gimmicks, like the techniques I have told you to do for a particular soundtrack, these will be applicable for each and every sound. Okay, no matter what sound you put, so you can actually record sounds. You have these 5 operations over here. This is the sounds library, and this is where you search for a specific sound file in the library. Here you can record any voice. Surprise, this will give you some random file from the library. Upload this, you can upload the sound files from your own device. Let's say, for example, you are using mobile phone or laptop or Mac, Chromebook, any kind of device. If you use this, you can access the local sound files and you can upload them into the PictoBlox. But still, the entire features of that particular sound will remain same. Everything will be same for all the kinds of sounds that you use it over here. Okay, so that's it about the sound blocks. If you have any kind of questions related to these particular sound blocks, please feel free to drop them down in the chat box. I'll definitely answer them and offer you the solution as efficient as possible from my side. So if you're clear with all these things, drop a like and a comment, subscribe the channel, which will help us a lot to which will motivate us a lot to create more such informational and educational videos that will help others. Thank you for your time. Have a nice day.